It's another midweek meltdown. It is me, Tommy Guns, on the. It's the bottom one.
Can you have them bring me down like 2 beers? Thank you. I gotta go back.
Oh, okay. Cody's putting in a beer order.
It's the golden one, baby.
And we
as a pack
are TLC. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Let's address.
It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute.
It is, and we've all gone through changes, physical, mental.
Hold on. Speaking of changes, and I only say this because Ozzy is inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame for all of his music. Did you see the cover of Changes by Youngblood? Or hear it?
No.
It is phenomenal.
I'll have to check that out. I hope they put that on a stream, the whole concert. Like, just
9 hours. That thing's longer than almost. That thing's almost a fucking WrestleMania.
Fucking, me and Ozzy though. I used to write his fucking name on my hands all the time and shit when I was.
Everybody
in middle
loves
school.
Ozzy. Also,
yeah,
I want to let everybody know that Zero is on date night with his lovely Miss Lady. Again, we got to take care of our own personal lives, and sometimes you got to enjoy the little things. Also,
Zero's gone part-time.
Here we go. Everybody, let's say hi to the little ones. Say hi to. It's okay. Say hi to Miss Katie.
Hi.
To the one, the only Paulie Boy bag of donuts.
Hello.
Me and Tommy are twins.
You see Tommy shaved his head?
He pulled a
Trust me, he's not having a Britney Spears moment. He just
yes, he is.
Britney, bitch.
I mean, I like Britney. Don't we all have Britney moments?
Can you show us how to pop that off? Grab a ring.
Should I address that elephant? Why I shaved my head?
Yes, address it.
Goldberg lost.
Let me tell them.
No, I'm joking. I joined a call.
I'm gonna tell them.
And I'm joking again. I actually just.
Oh, hold on. We have a joke. We have a joke from Paulie Bag of Donuts.
Hey, Tommy, your mama's so ugly. The family portrait hung itself.
Oh my god, that was dark. Holy shit, Paulie. Wow, I'm speechless.
We are corrupting minds of all ages.
But yeah, I shaved it because it was getting greasy. It was getting nasty. It's summertime and fucking, I don't think it looks that bad.
Hey, Tom. Wait, what?
Yeah. He's whispering secrets in the wind.
Your mom's so stupid. She put paper on the pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, she did fall on her face, so.
Oh, he did fall on her face.
All right, shut the door. Ladies and gentlemen.
What I said?
What'd you say?
I said, well, she did fall on her face, so.
My mom did fall on her face.
Yeah.
Mama Tom,
Ladies
we
and
love you still.
We love you, Mama Smith. Again, wrestling is an all ages thing. This is a family show sometimes, as long as me and Mr. Guns can keep our composure.
Ooh,
but
I'm drinking and I'm kind of sick, so like that's gonna be a weird.
The alcohol is going to make you better. So we have a jam-packed show, but first we're going to get into the Saturday night main event. Mr. Guns, what do you think was the? I'm assuming you watched it. It was a jam-packed. It was a jam-packed weekend. You had Friday Night SmackDown. You had AEW All In. I want to make a solid shout out that Dustin Rhodes, the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, won the TNT title. Congratulations to him.
Well deserved.
I also want to say that Tony Storm, he taught us one very important thing, that Monet has clean lips. All 4 of them are clean.
I'm usually offended by that, but I love Tony so much.
Dude, she's so good. She's so good. Like, we can sit here and talk about Tony Storm all night long.
Oh, fuck, easily.
Then we go into Saturday night's main event. What did you think about it?
It felt like a mini WrestleMania. I'm not gonna lie. I had fun with it. It was a good time. I mean, Goldberg's retirement match, as much as he bitched about it, I thought it was cool. Didn't believe he went out on his back, though. Holy shit.
No. I got some things with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that they're getting better with the Saturday Night main events? Because in the past we've talked about it, and we've all agreed that it's rushed. Also, thank you, Cowboy Jake. Adam Cole, baby. He actually has some mental head injuries going on, so that is not a work. That is not a shoot. That is like legitimate. You have seen, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Triple H, all send him best well wishes. We wish him nothing but the best. Adam Cole, baby.
Baby.
But
now that is some sad stuff. But
yes. But going back to what I was saying, do you feel like they're settling down with it? Because like I said in the past, we've all agreed that it just felt rushed.
So I think they're hitting their stride, like, and I hate to say it, like with the Saudi events and all that kind of stuff. You know how they've kind of slowed down. They don't feel so house showy anymore. Like storylines definitely carry and develop. And it's not that Saturday night main event had a problem with carrying the storylines, but it was rushed, like I said. And I think because they know they're on live TV now, like whether they on NBC.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like they know that's important. Like that, they don't have that, they have that Netflix revenue, but they don't have the live TV revenue like they did at USA. So I think that's why they started Saturday Night Main Event in the first place, but they're now
going with that. I like how you brought that up because it's an easy segue. Do you think the issue or botch from the Goldberg farewell address speech at the end, how on NBC it was cut short? Because if it's live TV, they have pre-programmed events and pre-programmed shows. But if you're watching it on Peacock, you saw him speak. You saw everybody come out. You saw Cody Rhodes come out. Do you think it would be wise for NBC to let it go as long as the actual streaming goes?
I do, but the problem is they are live programming, and they have their schedule set up and all that kind of stuff. Now, we've seen it on Raw on USA where it's gone 10 minutes over and all that kind of stuff. So I don't understand why they couldn't predict that or honor Goldberg, like his retirement match. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, you know who Goldberg is. You're going to be excited to see his retirement speech. Like, I think they should have kept it running, but I understand why they didn't keep it running, if you know what I mean. Like,
yes,
because they got their shows, they got their stuff, and like, TV nowadays, to be fair, is kind of trash. So I don't even think they thought that far ahead. It is.
I mean, I don't even have live television in my home.
No, I go and watch it at my parents' house, and it's like they like Food Network, right? It's Guy's Grocery Game all day. It's like 8 hours of that.
I would rather watch like all the streaming services. It's cheaper than, I mean,
kinda.
You think $10-15 a month for each one,
but you again, buy other ones, you know what I mean, and then
you trade them like Pokemon cards. Like, I'll give you my info, you give me your info. But then
it's like when really Disney comes out with something I want to see, I'll pay for it, but I don't pay for it when it's shit.
Yeah. So talking about Goldberg, this is going to go into what everybody's talking about. Seth freaking Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing his shirt. You have him in the background. You're repping the Rollins. Favorite. We hope Rollins a speedy recovery if he ever sees us.
But do you think, like, I know it's been confirmed, but WWE has swerved us before. Like, do you think it's one of those minor injuries where they're just going to give him time off to develop the storyline?
Here's the problem, and I'm going to go into this a little bit if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You look at Seth Rollins' history with his back and his knees, and this is a surgically repaired knee. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody is saying he hurt it when he came off the second flip and landed up vert. No. That was when he came over the hard-sided camera. When he came over, his one leg landed perfectly, but the other one landed just so evenly wrong.
He has so much trouble with that. He needs to change his arsenal.
Richards, if you don't know who Steven Richards is, He actually broke it down on his Instagram. He posted to his Instagram. And the problem was, if you've ever I've had multiple knee injuries that I've never gotten fixed. I have one I'm battling right now. It can shift on you if you move a certain way. And when it does, oh mama, it is about as worse as stubbing your pinky toe in the middle of the night.
Well, not to interrupt you, but do you know how a knee sits? I learned this in EMT class.
How?
It's essentially, this is the bottom part of your knee. It's a ball. And this is the top part of your knee. It's barely a grip. So when you shift the wrong way, when it's out of place, because you're, let's say your ACL, sorry to anybody who knows their shit more. It's been like
it's your ACL, PCL, and LCL.
So when you rip that out, there's nothing to hold it because it's essentially a ball. And you know how, like, when you watch those press videos, anything with a ball, it spins. That is your knee. Yeah. Like, so, it's disgusting. Even if it's stretched, like, oof.
So he came off that second flip, landed all the weight on it, and and I'm watching it, and it's great in a way that the referees are so much better nowadays, or they're because they have the headpiece. Because either way, the ref noticed something was wrong. You saw the ref go to the earpiece. Again, Rollins is one of their top guys. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But what is it? They're saying 4 to 6 months off. And to answer your question, do I think it is solely or you asked it and then somebody else posted it in the comments? This is not good because Triple H even came out in the press conference or post show and said, before anybody asks about Rollins, it is not looking good. Because for those of you who don't know, yes, Rollins didn't go to Birmingham right away. Rollins was at Saturday Night Main Event. He went to Evolution to see Becky Lynch wrestle, and then he went. So for Triple H, the cerebral assassin, the one who blew his quad multiple times, to come out and physically see his face and tell you this is not looking good. This isn't part of the story. Are they going to make it work with the briefcase? Absolutely. You saw Paul Heyman come out and say he has a year.
Yeah,
he has a year.
Yep.
Now, with that being discussed, do we think they called a last-minute audible for the Gunther Goldberg match?
Like, what would they call the audible about? Him losing?
Or, okay, let's put it this way. Was Goldberg originally set to win and have Rollins cash in on Goldberg? But when Rollins got hurt, they went back, okay, wonder what? We're going to let him do it. But again, in a way, Goldberg did not tap.
No, he just passed out, which is the most honorable way you could lose a match, in my opinion.
So in that scenario, would you say they called that audible after Rollins got hurt?
So I for sure thought Goldberg was going to win. Let's get into that. Okay. And I'll lead into it because you know me, I love Gunther. Gunther is the top of the line, but I was saying even on the last podcast, are they really going to let Goldberg go out with a loss? He's not known for that. That's just his big thing. He's going to switch it up. I think they might have called an audible, to be fair, and they might have switched up, and I'll get into that. They might have switched up Monday Night Raw because of it, in my personal opinion. We'll get into that here in a second, but you raise a good point, and I didn't even think about that, but Goldberg winning would be okay, he went out winning, and then Seth Rollins cashing in is him just taking advantage of a broken old man at that point. So that wouldn't count as a loss. In my opinion, people would count it as a loss, obviously. But, because I thought Goldberg was going to win, yeah, that's a good point. And I think because of the next night that we saw Braun Breaker look strong but lose, we've heard rumors that Seth is going to turn on Braun, and that's how they're going to break up the group. So what better way to have that build up to SummerSlam after Seth cashed in and everything to have Braun, defeat Seth for the title or build a storyline if, Braun loses.
pull up Mr. Joseph's comment. I want to touch on that one.
Okay.
Real quick, Joseph, Joe, because you kind of upset me.
Read it out loud.
So I'm gonna upset you, Joe. They should have him go out with a loss. Who cares about Goldberg? I am curious if his son is coming. Okay, so we're gonna break this down real quick. You should care about Goldberg because Goldberg is one of the driving forces that put WCW on the map.
And like I said from the beginning, people know him.
You know him. He's you know,
casual
he
fan,
has done
non-casual fan, Goldberg.
Exactly. He's done so much for wrestling. He's made it popular even in the 90s. And again, you know, you may not like him as he was booked in WCW. You may not like him as he was. But you want to know what? Do I think he is overrated because he has less moveset than John Cena? Absolutely. Yeah. But again, he has by far one of the greatest catalogs of highlights you will ever see. From jackhammering the Giant to spearing Christian into Canada from the United States, from spearing Chris Jericho through a pod in the Elimination Chamber. Again, the man was something to be held to be. He was your typical 90s superstar.
To go into what you're saying too, is he always won. It builds to his aura and everything. Like he was, you know, what was it, 99 matches before he fucking lost?
Like, he was in double digits when Scott Hall hit him with. It was that Start Kid when Scott Hall hit him with the taser in the gullet.
Yeah, and now, you know, like I said too, like anyone I talk to, there's the major three. First, it's The Rock because everyone knows him from his movie careers, all that kind of stuff. Then it's Stone Cold. You know, when I get asked about wrestling, these are the three I get asked about. And then it's Goldberg, you know, especially with the Hulk Hogan controversy and how he's always in the media anyway, so people know what he's doing. Those are the top three. I don't like Goldberg personally, but I would understand if he won. I would understand the storyline development and all that kind of stuff. You know, like I understand Goldberg. People like him. He's an attraction, like Brock Lesnar, you know, like,
you know, and here's the thing. It's nostalgia.
Yep.
Now, to go into part two of what Joseph said, yes, Goldberg's son, Gage, he's playing collegiate football at Colorado under that piece of shit coach, Primetime Sanders, who I think is a fucking piece of shit, how he runs his program, because it's not about him, it's not about the kids anymore, it's about how flashy and gaudy you can make it.
Yep.
Okay.
But they make money off that shit, so...
I mean, I don't know. How much
he cares more about the money.
How much dick did Sanders have to suck to get his son's fucking number retired after playing for like 2-3 years, and his son's not even that fucking good?
You know why you know why they got the number retired?
Because of who
not
his daddy
only
is.
Sucking dick, the money he's bringing in. It's like Oregon State. They're sponsored by Nike. You know what I mean?
Well, no, the only reason Oregon's sponsored by Nike is because one of the founders of Nike went to Oregon.
Okay, and that makes sense, but you can't tell me they're not using the flash from Nike to make that team money.
So, but no, Gage has said he's interested in going into wrestling. Also, Scott Steiner's son, if you haven't seen him, he's just like his daddy. He's a genetic freak. Big Bad Booty Daddy Volume 2. Mark Henry. Listen, there's been rumors. What's up?
You know it's weird since you bring up Scott Hall. I'm actually friends with his daughter on Facebook. I had a friend that knew a friend. Yeah, I had a friend that knew a friend. And when Scott Hall was dying, I literally wrote her and I'm like, hey, I'm a fan and all that kind of stuff. But she was a CNA like I was a CNA. So I related to that. I'm like, I know it's tough to see the other side of the thing and I can't relate to you, but I know it's hard, you know? And she wrote me like I'll bring it up one day, but she wrote me a heartfelt message. And it was pretty much like, hey, he always thinks about the fans, all this kind of stuff. But I just want to shout her out if she watches this podcast. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
You are a lovely person. I enjoy talking to you.
But no,
Scott Steiner is what I wanted to get into.
Scott Steiner was tall too.
She's like 6'1". This girl is like 6'1" and like, you know, lengthy like Scott Hall. I haven't seen Scott Hall's son. I'm gonna look up a picture real quick, but I'm sure he's a.
But no, Goldberg's son, Steiner's son, they're all gonna go through through the wrestling. They've said so. And again, that's when you're going to get Braun to drop the breaker name.
Shit.
He's a big dude, man.
Cody Taylor. Oh, fuck me.
He's a tall dude, man. Scott Hall wasn't a small person. Man.
No, and I don't expect that, but Jesus, he's ripped too. Fuck.
His dad used to be fucking ripped out of his fucking gourd.
Oh yeah, it's just like, wow. I can't believe he's bald though. That's kind of weird. But
yeah, Jake, the NIL did the college football. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that because it disgusts me.
So,
but
to go
anyways,
to the point about the Suns and all that kind of stuff too, they're going to see how their career works out before they're going to get in the WWE. Like Goldberg, you know, who is he? Not a quarterback. What professional team was he on?
Atlanta.
He even went to the Super Bowl. He even went to the Super Bowl and never played. I was looking this up the other day. Roman Reigns, the Vikings, you know, he got Brock Lesnar. Fucking, they're going to see where their career goes because they know they have a home in WWE.
These guys, and again, whether it be because their family, their bloodline, whatever, you're going to see these guys in WWE sooner than later. And it's going to be cool because you're going to get, I would love to see like a faction. And unfortunately, yes, you saw it with Legacy, but you didn't see it to the extent you're going to have these big powerhouses do it.
Like you said, Goldberg, Scott Hall's son, Mark Henry's son.
Steiner. Like, well, I don't know if Scott Hall. I don't know if Scott Hall's son's coming. He's up. He's a little older. But you got Goldberg, Steiner, Mark Henry's son.
Imagine that faction. They're world heavyweight champions. Like,
dude, absolutely. And you see Braun Steiner lately. The dude's the future. We can all admit that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'm waiting for Brock Lesnar's daughter to say, fuck this, I'm done shot putting. I'm going to WWE like my daddy.
I think she'll be like Brock Lesnar about it if she does come in. She's not going to give a fuck.
No, you know? I mean, she's dating some pro football player now. So,
ooh.
Yeah, they just broke that on
the with someone that looks like Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry.
I could.
You know, all women are pretty. But like I being a wrestling fan, I see the similarities, and that kind of freaks me out a little bit.
He took it. There's no Sable in that one. No Sable in that one.
I think that's from his previous marriage. I don't think him and Sable had a kid. But yeah, Braun Breaker, what a strong fucking showing at that Gauntlet match. I was like, when he broke out the Steiner recliner on Jey Uso, not Steiner recliner, the Hurricane Rana. Yeah.
It's the Frankensteiner.
Like, seriously, like, that was later in the match.
He's a freak. He's a freak.
He's a freak.
But before we get into that, we do have to discuss some of the evolution. Again,
absolutely.
Was it better than the first women's evolution? Absolutely. Did I really care for Nikki Bella? Absolutely not.
I like Nikki Bella to an extent.
I thought that the women's tag match was good for what it was.
I thought Tiffany versus Trish was pretty all right.
I know what. Again, you have two people who are identical in the same fucking way go against each other.
Well, that's the match setup.
It's like playing N64 and you want Goldberg versus Goldberg. It's boring.
You know what? I like a good Legends match. Tiffany is similar to Trish, but in a PG sense of the way. And, I've said it on this podcast. I'd like to see that match. And it was all right. It wasn't,
Speaking of Tiffany Stratton.
My lovely lady.
Split.
I have a chance.
And do you want to know? Because allegedly Ludwig was in Charlotte's DMs.
Okay, you got a fucking like Mercedes-Benz versus a fucking Subaru. I'm sorry, I'm not, and it's not based on looks. Look at Charlotte's track record with divorce and all that kind of stuff, and you're probably just hitting on her because she's vulnerable, which is also fucked up. But in my,
you mean to tell me you've never tried to make a vulnerable girl happy?
Let's not talk about my exes.
Oh, hey, listen, you can't cast a stone if you're not perfect, sir.
You can't cast stones at glass houses.
I want to make this very clear. I am offended. Why is it that when Chad Gable, who is an American hero, is American Grande Magnet, whatever, Grande Americano. Everybody's up in arms. Can't have a white man do it. But when the Germans do it, it's okay.
I don't know what the uproar is. He's literally a parody of the manga supporters, you know, and like whatever side of the fence you're on, like whatever. He's appealing to an audience. He's making like us, me personally, and you know, Cody, I know you feel differently, but you know, don't get into it yet. I feel like we're living in a meme right now. I feel like we're fucking living in a meme right now, and having somebody like Chad Gable kind of being like, "Oh, I'm gonna, you know, do this."
No, you're missing what I'm getting at, because about last week, Gable left the camera view, and then El Grande came into it, but it wasn't Gable; it was Ludwig Kaiser.
No, it's Elias. That's who it is.
And it's not Elias. Elias is I love Elias.
Elias and Elijah are fucking pulling the wool over our eyes.
Listen, I walk with Ezekiel. I walk with Ezekiel.
But it's him. It's fucking him, and I know it.
No, so
but I like the character. I like development. I like the parody. If you're offended by it, it's like watching an Andrew Dice Clay comedian thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the point. That's the fucking point.
Like, I mean, if you're gonna get mad at that, maybe it's a good idea not to go watch old school wrestling from Roddy Piper to DX coming out like the Nation to, you know, because that's the stuff that we grew up with and we like seeing it.
Well, and it like takes the reverse role of a fucking like, you know how there's always a foreign heel and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
You're making a local heel. You're making them like that foreign heel without being a foreign fucking heel. And I think that's genius as fuck. I like the character, and we know me. I'm a little more leftist and all that kind of stuff, you know, like, you know, like I should usually be offended by this, but I get it. It's a parody. It's funny. Honestly, if you're lefty like me, you should be enjoying this in my humble opinion. Like, it's fucking great. Like, you know, where does he hail from? The Gulf of America. I think that's ridiculous, like as a concept, but it's funny as character-wise because it's, I don't know, if you're offended by it, I think you're being silly. I think you're overthinking it.
I think you need to you got to blow the sand out of your vagina and just enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. It's wrestling, and we don't know where it's going to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it could be... people, you're too easily offended nowadays. And being somebody that believes in pronouns, all that kind of shit, you need to grow thicker skin and more middle fingers. You know, you want to make your point? You want to make your point, right?
Yep.
There you go. Be tougher. You know,
Side note,
like,
Wyatt Six are tag team champions.
Yep. Yep. How do you feel? Because you're a huge fan.
I'm so happy. Like I'm happy.
It's about time they give him a storyline since coming back and all that kind of stuff. And even before then, you know, they were just like involved in hardcore matches and
now
stuff.
That we're kind of on like we kind of touched on the women's evolution. It wasn't anything that I really the only thing that I find very interesting is that Naomi cashed in on Io and not Tiffany. So you got like the Jade, Naomi, Bianca love triangle. Who's the HBIC? Whatever is done.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think Naomi? And again, I don't think Naomi is going to have a very long title run. Do you think it was the right move to pull the trigger, have her cash in, and move her to Raw to be with the main event players on Raw? Because let's be fair, you got Rhea, you got Io, you have the Kabuki Warriors, you have
Ripley.
Alexa Bliss, you got Ripley. Mm-hmm. You have all of these top stars who have outshined Naomi in so many different ways. Do you think they're putting more trust in Naomi, or is it just a buffer to kind of feed the storyline along and to kind of let Jade move up because Jade's going to get the title shot at SummerSlam?
Yep, and we'll get into that one too.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to have a short-term champion with Naomi, and personally, I hope she's a little longer because I think she deserves it. She's been around. She's like a Charlotte Flair, but not not Charlotte Flair, Natalia kind of role, but not as annoying and not as old.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a wise move because even if she loses title, she's going to get elevated with all these big stars and all that kind of stuff. And I could personally see her losing to fucking Jade Cargill for the fucking champion at SummerSlam.
Ooh, like, Tiffy?
No, she's going against Tiffy. I thought she'd go against Naomi.
Yeah, because Naomi was on SmackDown, but when she cashed in, she goes to Raw now.
Okay, but when does the draft happen? I know they've mentioned the draft. Does it happen before or after SummerSlam?
I think they're gonna do it after.
Okay, so have they confirmed that Jade's gonna go against Tiffy though?
Yes, because Jade won Queen of the Ring,
and that was for the
title shot at SummerSlam, which is why Cody's going against Cena.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's kind of stupid, especially when they're building that storyline between Jade and Naomi. It's like they just cut it off at the head. But like I said, I think it's going to elevate her when she goes to Raw. I think like maybe if it's a short run, it's at least going to make her up there, especially when you got the Kabuki Warriors tag teaming, so you don't got Asuka in that main event picture right now.
So would you are you saying more, because I know you so well and sometimes you don't know how to spit it out? Are you saying her title reign is going to be somewhat similar to a Jey Uso? Yes,
yeah,
you earned it. Yes, you're a crowd favorite. Let's see if you can run with it. And yes, it's going to be like 100 days or so because you're going to have it till SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you can do. Is that what we're kind of looking at here?
Yeah, that's what I feel like we're looking at here. But
and I agree with you on that.
She's going to lose the title. You know.
Again,
it's after SummerSlam for the draft.
Yeah,
confirmed.
I think it's a nice touch. Do I think that the triple threat match again, and on Raw you have a lot of talent going on, man. Like I said, you have the Io, Rhea, Naomi,
Bliss.
Bliss and Charlotte are on SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have Liv come back. Mm-hmm. You got Raquel. You got Stephen Valkyria. Oh, yeah. Then you have Becky and Bayley and Valkyrie. So again,
I think it's gonna elevate her. I think like they're doing with Valkyrie. I think they're gonna like have her chase the Intercontinental title. But I feel like they're trying to push her into the main picture, in a way.
I don't think she's outshining Becky or Bayley in that feud.
Yeah, but you're going against veterans there. You got to give her a little leeway.
Yeah,
with that,
Yeah, I give you that one.
Like she is holding her own up against veterans.
Yeah, I will say that. I again the women wrestling on Raw, and everybody knows that I am the biggest stickler of women's wrestling.
Oh God.
It is surprisingly entertaining lately. Granted, they still have I still think they got to work on their promos. And a lot of it I think it's they have to learn to calm down.
I think there's too much bickering. Like you've seen with the Charlotte Flair Tiffany Stratton thing. Like their egos are big right now, which is fine. Like in a way, because now women are being pushed to the forefront. So of course they're all going to reach for it. It's like the men, but the men have been around so long. God, I don't want to sound sexist that like, I feel like egos get in the way once in a while, but now like everybody's got to struggle for that main event picture and all that kind of stuff. There's going to be pettiness for a while, And
that's wherever you go. That's
well, yeah. You go. But like I said, the men's have kind of calmed down. They're more about, like, and I think it's because of the spotlight,
Can we touch on, we're going to touch on this or not. Karrion Kross.
What about him?
You don't like him, do you?
I don't hate him.
Is he winning you over yet?
He's better than he was about 3 months ago when I was dissing him.
Okay.
I don't think he won't win me over, to be personal, about it.
Okay.
I don't think it will, but I just haven't gotten that push to want to like him that much,
Okay.
Mm.
Fair enough. Let's I want to talk about we're going to go back to Raw. Let's kind of talk about Raw.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you want to talk about the gauntlet match.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the gauntlet match because then we can get into the SummerSlam matches that we know of, and then we got some other random shit we want to discuss. So, are you happy with the outcome of the gauntlet match?
No and yes. I get why they put CM. I think I get why they put CM Punk in the picture. He's a money drawer. He's up there. Braun is still working his way up. So I think that's why they, and they want to keep it hot with the whole Seth Rollins thing, and I think they're going to build to it, but I don't know. Have we seen Gunther versus CM Punk?
Nope.
I don't think so. So, that makes it intriguing. It makes it fun. It's I know why they did it, but I'm not
honestly thought that you were going to get the start of the Batista 2.0 push.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you remember, many moons ago, when he was part of Evolution, Triple H had the belt, but he was battling injuries, but they still left it on him.
Mm-hmm.
Batista had his breakout moments. I thought we were getting that with Breakker. To have him get the title shot, Rollins comes out and says, no, this is what's, you know what I mean? I like the fact that you can have Punk wrestle Gunther and make it believable.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that Punk is going to win that feud.
Oh, yeah.
I do think that, yes, Jake, I know we are getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want everybody to know, and who's listening, if y'all don't believe me, you can ask every person that came to the Monday Night Raw watch party, which is held every Monday at Industry Tap House in Joliet, 7 p.m., ice cold beer. We do have Aurelio's next door. You make an order, 20% discount. Tell them you're in the party room with the TLC podcast. Every Monday night, 7 p.m., Industry Tap House in Joliet. Must be 21 to attend. But if anybody has any doubts, the Golden One, the Pony Boy, called it last night that Roman was there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like it because you saw him help Jay up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he stared down Punk because in the words of let's do this. We're gonna run it back real quick. Is that where we're gonna run it back to when Punk first came back? He did say Roman and his paths were gonna cross on Roman's downfall and Punk's uprising.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to see that feud take off. I think it would be a very good feud because, yes, everybody knows Roman has health issues. He's supposedly healthy. But we also know Punk is an extremely safe person to get in the ring with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is Punk going to beat Gunther? I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get Roman and Punk. Then you can have Roman dethrone Punk. You can have Rollins come back, screw over Ray again. It is a fucking wonderland out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. They've really made it, man. We usually have the summer lulls, but they've actually made this summer pretty interesting enough to talk about.
And I'm not even disagreeing with you with that. No. I have been extremely happy with the storylines.
Yeah, because usually June is slower than fuck.
It is. And you want to know what? I think that's why like it works for the Saturday Night Main Event, because you had stuff to talk about. And again, not necessarily did you need the Saturday Night Main Event matches to fall in line with the storylines on Raw and SmackDown, but you look at Rollins and LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Really didn't make any sense, but it kind of felt in the place of the storyline.
Yeah.
And then you have LA Knight come out last night with kind of a symbiotic tribute to Get Well Rollins, kind of like The Rock did with Austin when Rock got ran over by the car, and Rikishi's fat ass did it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice, and it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna go back to the 90s. The Goosebumps books where you can say, okay, you can go to page 10 or to page 6. You don't know which way you really want to go with it, but you're excited to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Go ahead.
I think we're seeing a slow heel turn with LA Knight, because I notice he has more of a chip on his shoulder. He's kind of getting sick of things. He's kind of like, it seems like he's sick of being underpushed, which could build to a storyline with him. You know what I mean? I just noticed it when I was watching it at the gym this morning. I was like,
I do enjoy LA Knight as a heel. I think he's a little bit more believable as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I remember when he was Eli Drake in TNA.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So do I think that is a very good path to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh yeah, Daddy.
Yeah, I think it's time. You need a little more heels and stuff like this, because what you got, the Rollins clan. Who else is a heel? Gunther's
a heel. Yeah.
You need that like guy in the, and it's not that LA Knight's a mid card, but you need kind of a believable heel.
And I think it's starting to come to a point, because yes, you have the Judgment Day, you have Dirty Dom, who's gonna wrestle Styles,
but they're like over without being faces, you know?
Yeah.
Like people booed Dom because they liked Dom. Like
allegedly, from what I've read, when Liv Morgan comes back, she's gonna team with Mommy.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and to all the listeners, there is not enough Sundays I can go to church to ask for forgiveness. If you put Liv Morgan, and I am telling you right now, listen, rumor has it that if you masturbate a certain amount in a week, you're supposed to extend your life by 7 years. If they put them together, I am going to be a motherfucking Highlander. I'm immortal! The leather, the chains, the grommets, I'm sorry for my outburst. Okay.
You know, it's a good strategy, it's a good idea, and all that kind of stuff. I get, like, you know, foes becoming friends and all that kind of stuff, but there's
you have to, because she's already out of the Judgment Day.
Exactly. Like, we don't know if she is, but she's pretty much been confirmed, you know. Elaborate on that for a minute, Cody. I gotta go grab something real quick.
Real quick, while Mr. Tommy Gunn steps away, I want to give a massive shout out to some of our supporters, our sponsors, Karaoke Entertainment. If you're from the Joliet area, you have probably seen them around on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing, bringing you classic style karaoke and DJing parties. If you are hosting a party this summer is not over yet, or if you have weddings, family reunions, anything you need, and you need a music entertainment company, we here at Tables, Ezra, and Chatter highly recommend Karaoke Entertainment. They're on all social medias, and they are always partying. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Please do not forget, we have less than 2 months. Count them 2 months. Uno, dos. Rocket Pro Wrestling will return. Rocket Pro Wrestling will be back in 2 months. Keep checking the Facebook page. We're going to be posting with them. We're going to be supporting them and everything they do as they support us. Again, if you have not made it out to a Rocket Pro Wrestling show, please check that out. Family fun for the whole family. It is great. Doors open at 4. First bell starts at 6. I did 7. Oh my God, I can't count.
Okay,
but again, Rocket Pro
7.
Because 7, 8, 9. Rocket Pro Wrestling, they're on all social media accounts. Check them out. Also, again, we will be having a SmackDown, not SmackDown, but a SummerSlam watch party at Industry Tap House. We will release the date for those. And also, we are in the process of possibly doing another charity event for our furry little friends. We had an absolute blast doing it the last time for WrestleMania weekend. Once we get the ball rolling on that, we will make sure we get you all the info. So again, thank you to Rocket Pro Wrestling for everything they do. We want to thank Industry Tap House for allowing us to come hang out with them and let us do our wrestling. We want to thank Karaoke Entertainment. We want to thank Yosh. We want to thank Cowboy Jake. And the fourth one, we want to thank everybody again who comes out to Monday Night Raws, to the watch parties for the PLEs, and everybody who chimes in with their chattering voices on this channel. So let's get back to it.
Hold on. I got an update for Montana Championship Wrestling. Now. Yeah. They will be having the first annual Montana Music Festival. They will be competing in, and that'll be October 1st and November 1st. Fucking glad they're coming on here. Like, I'm definitely going to go see that show.
I'm definitely
wrestling.
I'm absolutely excited. Next time we come out that way, hopefully we can catch a show. I saw the highlights from their first event. I thought it was absolutely awesome. So
yeah, it was fun.
If you're a fan of independent wrestling and you're just a fan of wrestling in general, check out Montana Championship Wrestling. They are on Facebook.
They are new. They are getting improved.
They are new. They're get on it while they're new, so then you can say you were one of the original fans. We do post them quite a bit in our bios. So we got all of that. We want to thank everybody again. Now let's get back to what we really enjoy. Let's get into. We're at the 50-minute mark. Let's get in the prediction hour, Mr. Guns.
Oh,
so
okay.
What is your thoughts about the whole the Jelly Orton and the Paul McIntyre feud?
They're gonna carry this on. They're gonna. I'm a mixed bag with celebrities wrestling and all that kind of stuff because they could be good and bad. For example, Bad Bunny was good. Stephen Amell was good, but then you got Jelly Roll ain't a wrestler. He's a huge
he
fan
did
of
sell
it.
that Claymore. He did sell that Claymore pretty clean.
He sold the Claymore pretty good, but did he just learn how to sell the Claymore, or is he actually learning
allegedly? Triple H did come out and say before Jelly got into the music industry, he wanted to learn and he started training to become a professional wrestler.
So did Max Roach.
Yes. I think it's cute. I think it's, you got to have one hokey match, I would say. And I think it works it does work because you got Logan Paul and you want to know what?
And it's SummerSlam.
It is SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I wish they didn't have that ratchet ass hoe bag Cardi B doing the fucking theme song, but better than Sexy Red, I suppose.
Do you ever notice in the Saudi things they only show her from the head up? And other commercials they show her sitting on the chair completely?
Listen. For those of you that truly believe that Cardi B and Sexy Red are good rappers, you are the types of people that blow on their hot Cheetos before they eat them.
Okay, can I just give one shout out?
Oh,
And I don't even like the song.
What?
When WAP comes on in the fucking club and everyone's on the floor, oh, it's fun shit. I don't like the song, but if you want to check out a good version, though, check out Richard Cheese's version of it. Like it is fucking great.
Listen, if you're walking around, like I think the WAP song is just a new variant of like back in 2000s. You'd have like the women would have the velvet pants with juicy across their. Listen, put something useful on. How about the weather? What about the stock market?
God.
What about the NASDAQ? If you have a juicy ass, if you have a juicy ass, you need to go to the doctor.
No, you don't. Back that shit up, girl. No. Do what you can. I've been doing squats again lately, and I want to juice the ass. Maybe I should start a rap career.
It's taken about an hour to get to this point in the time, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're talking about our asses.
I have no ass. But anyways, let's get into the predictions. What are we hoping to see with some of the matches we know are at SummerSlam? Let's dive into it first. Cena Cody. What are you expecting out of this? Because now remember everybody, we still here with between Zero Guns and myself, the Pony Boy, have to make our SummerSlam predictions. And the fact that it's 2 nights now is gonna up the ante.
It is. I got a lot to worry about.
You do. What are your predictions with the Cody and Cena match?
I think that Cody's going to win, and there's going to be some involvement with The Rock. And I feel like you're going to see Cena do his final events as a face. You know, because I don't see Cena personally coming out as a fucking heel near the end of his career. You know,
so you think he's gonna do the double reverse heel turn?
Yeah. I think that like in some way the Travis Scott, because you know he's gonna be there.
I've heard. Hold on, I read that they are putting a kibosh on everything Travis Scott because he is such a slow learner in the PC.
And he might be, he's leaned up half the time, but like. They're still going to have him involved because he's part of the storyline, But I think it's going to build into a Rock thing where Cena's going to turn on the Rock and then celebrate Cody's win. Like, I would love to see Cena heel it up until the end of his events with the title, but I personally don't think they're going to keep Cena heel near the end. So I'm going to go with Cody, Now,
again, these are not solidified predictions.
Mm-mm.
We're just getting to what we like to do. You want to know what? I think Cody's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to see The Rock because from what I've read, they're done with The Rock right now. They're extremely mad at him. Travis Scott's
part of the board,
It doesn't matter. TKO. He's part of TKO.
But he can say, hey, I'm The Rock. Go fuck yourself. I'll be here.
I hope not.
Yeah, I do too.
We know that there is a triple threat match at SummerSlam for Naomi, Rhea, and Io.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting money on Rhea.
I am too. She's just too hot. People like her. But she's one of those wrestlers that don't need the belt, but it's nice to have her have the belt. You know what I mean? Like, she's so...
Are you going... Okay, or they are getting ready to go back to Perth, which is in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to... I couldn't remember. Can you look up if Perth is before SummerSlam? I think it's after.
I think it is, too. Hold
on. I think it would be a nice thing to have Rhea go into Perth as champion. She's deserved that. She is extremely well-rounded. Okay.
What the fuck? Oh, it's Crown Jewel Perth. I got so confused there. I remember
they are doing Crown. Yeah, they are going to...
The event will take place, oddly enough, October 10th to the 13th. Now, I'm sure it's going to be a SmackDown, a Raw, an NXT event. They not really saying, but it does say will include SmackDown.
Okay.
Oh, and Raw. There it is. Okay. Sorry, it's on the main AI page, so it's giving me, AI answers. So that's why it's going to be a 3-day event. Yeah. This will be part of John Cena's farewell tour, obviously. I don't know why they called it Crown Jewel. Does Australia have a monarchy?
I don't know. I think they're moving it. It has been said that they're moving away from Saudi. I don't know.
I don't think they're going to fully move away from Saudi, though, because that fucking money.
Yeah. So, okay, let's get into Jade and Tiffy.
Jade's going to win.
You sound so upset about that.
I don't like Jade. And I was the one that gave her a chance the first 6 months she was in wrestling.
I've been sitting here for months telling you Jade Cargill's the strong, darker female version of Goldberg.
You know what? And that's the bouquet moment of the week. I don't have the picture loaded up, but I'm wrong. Ponyboy's been right the whole time, and I was giving her a shot. I was like, oh, she'll learn. It's like Sin Cara in a way. She's just not learning it.
Wow.
You know, like
Sin Cara.
But like against Sin Cara, she has look, and the casual fans are like, look at this female Goldberg, you know, like I want this woman to win. And Tiff has had the belt for a while, so it won't be the worst thing if she loses, but like, do I like it? Fuck no.
I agree. So far I agree with everything you're spitting, Mr. Guns. You're on a rapid fire right now. Next, we have what is it? Becky versus Valkyrie, whatever her face is.
Lyra,
thank you.
Yeah. Lyra's gonna win.
You think?
Becky? Yeah, Becky just needs to be pushed towards the main event more. Like she's put up that Intercontinental title, so if Lyra wins, it'll have more meaning for it. And she's been chasing it for a while. And if they don't turn her heel like they've been subtly hinting on, she'll win. Like, I don't know. Lyra's hot. People like Lyra. There's a reason why she's being pushed more and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think there'd be much backlash to it, personally. Like, people love Becky. I love Becky. I think she's the reason why I fucking love women's professional wrestling. But she's, again, one of those superstars that transcend the title and stuff. She was only put on the Intercontinental title because it was new and they had to build it up, you know? True. That's my personal opinion. Like, Lyra's hot. I like seeing Lyra. She's a good fucking wrestler, so.
She is very talented. I do truly like the young talent they have coming in.
They're finally starting to bring them in too with stuff like this.
Yeah,
you know, like the Intercontinental title and the U.S. title on the women have really, like, I thought they were going to be shitty, but it's really elevated younger talent, I've noticed, and that's refreshing because you have all these women that have been struggling because of the main four and all that kind of stuff, and it's not like their fault. WWE's got to make money. The main four make money, you know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I see Becky losing it just for the simple push too. You know, the nod and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
and possibly because she's gonna want to be at home with the baby, to be with Rollins. You know what I mean.
And it's you know, you had the match, you had the rubber match.
Yeah,
it's kind of time because she's lost 2 of the matches, so.
Yeah,
and again, these are my for sure predictions.
No, again, these are just us. We're giving it a new layout. We're trying a new layout. We've been talking about it for you guys, so it's easier for you guys to follow along with us because sometimes we do get off track.
God.
We're doing like past, present, you know, what we're thinking of the future. So the last one I got, we kind of touched on it, the Punk Gunther match.
Punk's gonna win. Gunther doesn't need the title. Like right now, he's won it several times. He proved himself against Goldberg. They have been hinting so hard since CM Punk's came back to give him the title. It's just about time to pull the trigger storyline wise, you know, and that'll build into maybe him and Seth again, making it refreshing and stuff like that. Like kind of carrying Drew McIntyre. Like Gunther is. I think he should win every time. We know how much of a freak I am for Gunther. Like, he should win every match ever. I don't see him going on a losing streak after it, but they got to cool him down somehow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
You know what's helped me with all these predictions is booking with my wallet. It's not booking with my favorites. And I'm not trying to give away my fucking, secret here, but like CM Punk is more profitable.
But again, are you going to take account for the possible shenanigans going on with the Gunther Punk match with Bronson and Bronson?
I could definitely see it. I don't know. Let's put it this way. If CM Punk wins, it's a marketing strategy. It's for them to make money. If Gunther wins, they're trying to build him up to that point because he's defeated everyone from Goldberg. But what do you need to win after fucking Goldberg? You've kind of proven yourself in a match with Hulk Hogan. Like, you know what I mean?
I get your point. That's a really good point.
Yeah, so a loss to CM Punk won't tarnish his character. They need to cool him off. It's about time.
Yeah.
And I'm I want to see him win every fucking match, But
you think it's time for Punk to run with the title a little bit?
It is, because they've just hinted on it since fucking Survivor Series when he came back. You're not going to see Punk in a tag team. No. You're not going to see him go after the Intercontinental title. It's not that it's below him. It's just,
but that's not what people want.
About.
Yeah,
absolutely. Punk with the Intercontinental title. Why is he not the heavyweight champion?
Yeah.
But if Gunther wins, they're solidifying him more, which I could understand. But Punk's gonna win this shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a whole thing where it's gonna look like he passes out. He's gonna have a Rock fucking uproaring and stuff like that. Boom, bang, boom.
I'm glad you finished that statement different than what I thought you were going with.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, booking with my wallet has been successful.
Oh.
Yeah,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that hour mark again. This has been Tables, Ladders, and Chatter podcast, bringing you wrestling in the midweek meltdown. Again, Tommy Guns, Ponyboy, Zero, who is out at dinner with his lady.
And remember, he's part-time now, so he shows up more for the bigger
He says he's part-time, but you damn well know he loves getting into this shit and arguing with us.
Oh, yeah, no, he's been on more episodes than he's like, I'm part-time now.
But again, catch us here every Wednesday on here, YouTube, Spotify. We are still new to this streaming thing. We're working on Instagram. We're working on all the other ones where we could stream live. But again, every Monday, Twitch. Yes, that's the next big thing we're going to accomplish.
I want to do video, not the sidetrack from the ending, but my goal with Twitch is to play video games for you guys and put the podcast on there. Play wrestling video games, bullshit with you guys and stuff like that. It's coming up. Yeah. You just got to get Zero on board to be behind the scenes.
Zero is our tech guy.
Yeah, he's still iffy about it, but
again, check us out every week. Come out to Industry Tap House. Come hang out with us. Have a couple cold beers. Mr. Tommy Guns, closing thoughts, sir.
Well, two things. Last week we didn't have the podcast because I had Papa John's and I was shitting water. So I am sorry about that, but let me warn you against Papa John's. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't even go to the gym, and Ponyboy knows that, I go to the gym every day, fucking sick or not, I had the gut bomb of a century. We were 5 minutes towards the podcast, and I was like, guys, I'm going to be living on the toilets. Don't eat fucking Papa John's. Don't. Get yourself a nice Chicago pizza. We don't have that out here, so I'll go fuck myself. Our pizza's shit, okay?
You're in bumfuck Montana, homie.
You know what they do? You know what they do instead of tomato sauce? And we like our fucking tomato sauce. We like it sweet. They'll put sliced fucking tomatoes versus tomato sauce. That's not fucking pizza. That's a fucking veggie meal on a goddamn piece of flatbread. And, my second thing before I get into my whole spiel about having a good day and all that kind of stuff is I've noticed we've been getting a bunch more viewers, reactions, and stuff like that. And I just want to say thank you for the support. I love you guys. This is one of the highlights of my week. Like, I know we've taken a break lately, you know, summer, like it's just crazy and we're doing a bunch of shit and like all that kind of stuff. But I just really appreciate the support still. And to go into my spiel, I hope you have a good day, a good month, and a good year. Do not go out there yucking anybody else's yum. Please check out the wrestling companies that we've been saying. I couldn't find a better word for that. Wrestling companies that we've been promoting, saying about, like, you know, it doesn't start with like WWE. We're not the end all be all with WWE. These companies need to go up. They need to be acknowledged. Like, they're putting it out there. It's like watching college football versus professional. You know, these guys are going to the extended limit and all that kind of stuff. Give them your support. Give them your love. You know, and I just want to say again, thank you guys. Like, I appreciate it. Like, it's always fun. It's always a highlight, you know. I got an excuse to talk about wrestling because no one watches fucking wrestling out here. But side note, before we get into that, if you ever see a girl in distress at the bar and you just want to help her out, you know, you're not being that guy that's like, oh, I want to hit on this girl. If you see some sleazebag hitting on her, go up and talk to that sleazebag about wrestling. Bring up Hulk Hogan or Rey Mysterio. Talk for a half hour. You'll get them out of there. It's fucking great. I use it every time. And you know what? That's all I got. It's been a great fucking show.
It has been. Next week we'll be back on Wednesday.
Of course.
Zero will be with us. But until then, once again, Tommy Guns, the Pony Boy, and along with Zero, who is not here. Thank you again, everybody. And as always, chatter on.
Chatter on. Live your chatter life, you know, like if you want to be like one of those chatterheads out